Okay, William told me to do a video, so I'll do a video. It's kind of cold outside. Daniel took away all my stuff. It's damp and it's cold. I don't know if it's gonna rain anymore, but it's cold. News Channel 3912 has some things to say in the Chattanooga, Tennessee viewing area, and the police department does. You know, the police department loves my kids and I, especially me, but they love my kids. And they don't like it whenever people don't turn in each other to the police department. My kids know. William and Jacob and Kayla, Megan, and Nicholas know Mommy can lecture just a little bit. I can lecture just a little bit. They have some things to say when I talk about what's going on, but everybody in the entire court case agreed, unless you opted out that part, of turning everybody in, each and every single person, and you didn't. You were even supposed to turn in yourself. They even added that in. No, you did, because you wanted to sue because you claimed you didn't have to turn in yourself. A lot of really stupid things in this court case. Largest fraud and hate crime in history. It's actually changing laws in other governments. It's going to make peace treaties easier because there will be a lot more peace, hopefully, the way they're doing it. Because they're shutting down other groups that cause even conflict with other governments. That's why I went outside of federal government. That's one reason that the courts made us stay in. It wasn't because they didn't want to give us to. They didn't want us to come home. They're using it to change laws. Because when the federal government was going to get everything that they wanted, the other governments wanted it too. Plus, y'all wanted to go outside the federal government to gather in more people. So they said, okay, we'll go along with this one. But right now, my husband, Officer Bliss, and even Mike Palmer, my other husband, my tall, dark, and handsome, he has some things to say. And you can call the number, News Channel 3912, or in the Chattanooga, Tennessee viewing area, or you can contact your local police department. This is basically a court case. It's Vicki Johnson versus the people. And that's Vicki Johnson and the courts versus the people. That's basically what it is down the court papers. Vicki Johnson and the courts versus the people. The courts are on my side. Vicki Johnson in the courts versus the people. Or whatever. There's some things that I want to talk about what's going on. And explain the court case. But, yeah, one thing my son wanted me to say is Miss Lowe used to come out to the visits, and she would come and the police department has video and pictures of that, because they had to for the court papers. She would come up late, 2 and 3 hours late to pick up my children the first time I got them back. And I thought, well, it's a good thing I'm getting these kids back. No wonder she never comes back to get them. Her excuse was she was going out shopping, going out to eat. Well, she didn't bring anything back for them. Plus, I didn't have very much money the way the court case was going. And I was even paying child support I shouldn't have to pay, and still am to this day. And we sat in a hot car and waited, and we didn't have air conditioning, and the windows wouldn't run down in the van, so it was pretty hot. I did make a few videos, and William danced in one of the videos. I don't know where the video went, but they have some things they want to talk about what's going on. But yeah, and a lot of the foster parents, they took things. They took things from the kids. They stole a lot of stuff, clothes and so forth. And one thing William to this day is still upset about is she took their game systems as they were walking out the door, and those weren't even bought by her. Their games weren't even bought by her, because one request she had to give herself charges and get involved in this court case, and the family was hoping to get her out. Each other in this court case was only using each other. You were never going to get out of a crime, either stealing my kids' stuff or whatever. You were never going to get out of a crime, especially after I charged the federal government, those human rights activists. through those groups outside the federal government. I didn't know what I was doing, and it was a bit of a pun out of a lot of y'all in the court case. Let's see who they really helped. Vicky or all of us? Well, they helped Vicky and her children instead of all of y'all. They didn't help y'all get out of it. They helped me charge because I didn't know what was going on. And these are groups that are so big and caused such a stir with them that they would have had me arrested immediately and locked up for life if there was really nothing going on. These are some huge groups. And all I did was say, Vicky Johnson, and please help, and my social security number. There was really no message in there, and they caused so much stir. That little message caused so much stir, just my name, please help, and social security number, that's all I was told I could do, caused so much of a stir. A court case that they had heard about, but really had never tapped into. And some of them had heard about it, had tried to help, but the way it was done, it was open for them to charge. And it was done at the right time. And from what I was told, they were almost just about willing to give out the lawsuits that everybody wanted to release me, but the whole court case took another turn. That was the only turn of events that they were able to do in my favor, really, to change the court case around. And soon after that, they took Kayla Megan Nicholas out, and because the abuse for them got too much, because that foster parent was angry, those foster parents were angry, and that they took their anger out on the children more than Mr. and Miss Lowe did, even though they have through the court case. There's something to say when I talk about what's going on. This court case is open to the public. It's the largest lawsuit in history. It's also the largest hate crime, largest fraud case. A lot of communities going, oh crap now. You deserve oh crap. Because you crapped all over the city. You crapped all over what the federal government gives you. Y'all crapped all over food stamps, crapped all over any kind of whatsoever help. A lot of y'all, you're losing those government phones. You're losing a lot of government help that the federal government doesn't even want to help with. Help is a privilege. It's not a right as an American citizen. It's a privilege. And the federal government has the right to take that away from you. If you abuse that right, they have a right to take away anything that they want. And in this court case, because of what happened, there's laws where they can do that a lot easier. And the groups that do things to stop it, well, they can't. They're being shut down. They'll talk about it. It's open to the public. And it's Vicky Johnson in the courts versus the people. Bye.